Hey there, I am Nilofer and today I am going to discuss on one of the most important topics for all the banking examinations, and that is computer awareness. Nowadays we see in all the competitive examinations this computer related questions is must, especially in the bank recruitment exams. Computer related or the computer knowledge questions, this paper is well scoring and also for all the bank exams for any post. Therefore, in order to score well in such paper, we have to know what are the different topics that one might get under this paper. In short to say, the syllabus of computer awareness, and that includes topics like basics of computers, networking basics, security tools. You have got hardware parts and controls, software names and usages, and a lot more. Therefore, without any further delay, we will get started with the very first topic for our introduction topic, which is basics of computers. Before I dig into the depth of this topic, we will first define what exactly a computer is. A computer is nothing but an electronic device that accepts the input, processes it according to the instructions provided, and gives us the output or the result. So, computers are of a lot of different types and they fall under various categories depending upon some classification. Now, this classification is the following. You have classification of computers based on operating principles. Next category could be classification of computers based on applications. The third category is depending on its size. Fourth category is the number of microprocessors that a computer possesses. Fifth category could be the number of word or word length, and the last category is on number of users. So these 6 categories, they usually form the classification of a computer. To dig into the very first classification, which has operating principles, there are computers of 3 different types that fall under the first category, and it is, say, we have got digital category, analog, and hybrid. So, what is a digital computer? Look, it's very simple. A digital computer mainly operates on counting. So, the representation of any value or any symbol would be in terms of binary values, zeros or ones. So, digital computers are mainly used in order to evaluate some arithmetic expressions or make some manipulations on data. That's all. Moving on to next, which is analog computer. Now, this is a form of a computer that would accept some continuous changeable aspects of any physical phenomena, for example, mechanical phenomena or hydraulic operations or electrical operations, for example, like the waves of the signal or amplitude, etc. The last type under this category would be hybrid computers. Hybrid computers are the ones that exhibit the features of both digital and analog. Analog computers or the component, they given or serve as a solver of differential equations, whereas the digital component serves as a controller. Probably they might provide you with some logical operations over a certain manipulation. That's all. So that was all about operating principles. We'll now move on to the second category, and that is applications. In applications, we have again got 2 different types of computers, which is special purpose, and the second could be general purpose. Okay. What is a special purpose computer? Now look, we have got a lot of tasks, a lot of applications around. This type of computers, they only focus on one single task or application. like the instructions or the code is written to that particular task or application, and they are coded or they are loaded inside the internal memory. So a lot of other unnecessary options are skipped, and therefore it is less expensive too. Moving on to the next, which is general purpose computer. General purpose computer is quite different to what a special purpose computer is. They focus on a lot of different applications and tasks. So all the code and the instructions to perform these tasks are actually wired inside the internal memory. When one job is over, the instruction for another job is quickly loaded in the internal memory and the instructions are followed hence. So that was all about the application. Moving on to the third topic or the third classification, which is based on size. Size is again categorized into too many types. You have got microcomputers. Okay, I'm going to write it this side. Size, we have altogether 4 categories. One being microcomputers, second being mini, third being a mainframe, and the last is supercomputers. What is a microcomputer? The word itself says micro, being the smallest computer or the smallest processing system that we have got. So in the microcomputers, we have 2 more categories. One being desktop, and the second is portable. Okay, we are all using desktop computers. What is a desktop computer? Something that I cannot carry around, something that, or a system that sits on a table or a desk that has got a wall outlet for power. It has got a monitor, it has got its own CPU, there is a keyboard, there is a mouse for input and to carry out manipulations. That's all about desktop computers. What is a portable computer? Again, the word itself suggests portable. I can carry it anywhere. So we have different examples that fall under portable computers. They are one being laptop, then we have got notebook, we have got palm tops and also wearable devices. What is a laptop? A laptop is nothing but again a computer where the monitor, the CPU, some of the operating drives, moreover keyboard, mouse or all of these functionalities are again put into a single unit. A laptop might weigh around 3 to 5 kg and it is very easy to carry around but expensive when compared to the desktop computers. Moving on to the second example that I took the name of, which was a notebook. Notebook is comparatively faster in its processing speed and also expensive when you compare it to desktop as well as a laptop. Notebooks are of around 2 to 3 kg, but they are equal when it comes to the processing speed of a desktop. So the third example we can take of is palm tops. See, it means it can fit in your palm. The processing speed is quite less, but you can use them to do some word processing, spreadsheets, play games and such kind of activities. The last one is wearable computers. Wearable computers are the ones that you can actually wear on your body. These type of computers have very less processing speed. For example, they are used in medical field, like they are used in pacemaker or an insulin meter. A pacemaker might correct the heartbeat of a patient and insulin meter checks the level of insulin in the blood. So that was all about few examples in portable computers. Moving on to next, which is mini computer. Mini computer is also called as a medium sized computer. Processing speed and also a cost is little higher when compared to microcomputers. Mini computers actually they prefer parallel processing, or they can actually let the simultaneous use by multiple users. That's all about mini or medium sized computers. The next type is about mainframe. Mainframe computers' storage capacity and also its processing speed is higher when compared to microcomputers and mini computers. Mainframe computers, they actually support large terminals for simultaneous use by multiple users, for example, ATM machines. They are also used in data processing systems. That's all. The last category of computers that fall under size classification is supercomputers. The processing speed and also the storage capacity is highest when compared to all other computers. Supercomputers are actually used in scientific as well as the engineering disciplines, for example, in weather forecasting. That's all about size classification. Moving on to the fourth classification, which is number of microprocessors. Now, in this category, I have got two different types of computers again. One being sequential processing and the second being parallel. Okay. Sequential computer is the one that has one microcomputer in it. So every task is taken in, the instructions are read one by one right from the beginning to the end, and the instruction set is performed in a sequential manner. So that was very easy. Moving on to parallel computers. Parallel computer is the one that uses different processors. So it's very simple. When you use different processors, too many tasks can be handled at a time. That means the complex operations can actually be brought down and they can be processed in a fraction of a second. So that is the main use of parallel computers. So this was about the number of microprocessors. Moving on to the fifth classification, which is number of word or word length. See, we have everything that we do in the computers is actually represented in the form of binary values. Now, this binary value is also called as a bit. Every word has 8 bits. So, every computer has got all the characters and their representations in the form of these words. Now, this word length can vary from 16 bits to 64 bit. So, the computers are classified depending upon the word length. Now, moving on to the very last classification, which is number of users. In the number of users, we have 3 categories, which is single user, multi-user, and a network. Okay. I hope you already got to know what these categories talk about. Single computer is the one where only one particular user can use one resource at a time. Multi-user computer is the one where the resource can be shared by multiple users at a time. And a network. A network is nothing but too many computers which are autonomously connected so that they can help number of users at a time. So that was all about the 6 different classifications of a computer. So thank you so much guys for watching the video. I'm done. Take care. Bye-bye.